Let me ask you something. Have you ever felt like it's hard to stay strong in your faith when you're surrounded by people who don't believe, or worse, people who mock it? Maybe you're the only one in your family who believes in Jesus. Or maybe you're in school or at your job, and it feels like no one understands your walk with God. But friend, let me tell you, God is never limited by location, popularity, or pressure. He's working even in the most unexpected places. Yes, even in Hollywood. Today, I want to share a powerful example of quiet, but real faith in a man whose job puts him in front of millions: Christian Bale. You probably know him from blockbuster films like Batman or American Psycho. He's an incredibly talented actor. No doubt about that. But what many people don't know is that Christian Bale has spoken in interviews about the role his Christian faith plays in his life, even though he chooses to keep that part of his life mostly private. And there's something truly beautiful about that kind of quiet faith. You see, we often think that faith has to be loud to be powerful, but the Bible tells us something completely different. In Matthew 6:6, Jesus said, "But when you pray, go into your room, close the door and pray to your Father who is unseen. Then your Father, who sees what is done in secret, will reward you." Some people live out their faith quietly, not because they're ashamed, but because they're humble, and they know they're living for an audience of one. From what he shared, Christian Bale seems to be one of those people. Imagine the kind of pressure he must face in Hollywood: fame, temptation, success, and the constant expectations from directors and fans alike. Yet in one interview, Christian Bale said, "I'm Christian, and I believe in what I believe, but I'm not here to push it on anyone else." It's something personal. Isn't that powerful? In a world that often celebrates everything but God, he chose to stand quietly firm in his beliefs, and that says a lot. That shows us that you don't have to shout your faith to be strong. In it, you just need a heart that is surrendered to God. Even if nobody sees it, God sees it. 1 Samuel 16:7 reminds us, "People look at the outward appearance, but the Lord looks at the heart." And Hebrews 11:6 says, "Without faith it is impossible to please God, because anyone who comes to him must believe that he exists and that he rewards those who earnestly seek him." Christian Bale may not preach from a pulpit, but his quiet example reminds us that believers can exist and thrive even in places full of darkness and temptation. Maybe you've been afraid to talk about your faith, or maybe you feel like you're not strong enough. But friend, God sees your heart, your faith, and your effort. Don't ever underestimate the power of your example. You may not be a movie star, but you are a child of the King. If this message spoke to you today and encouraged you to stay strong in your walk with Jesus, then type Amen in the comments. And share this with someone who needs to hear it. You don't need a spotlight to shine. You already carry the light of Christ. And that light is more powerful than anything the world can offer.